Though 2023's Five Nights at Freddy's already provided plenty of spooky scenes, the film included a tease that means the sequel, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, will be even scarier than the first film. Adapted from a popular video game franchise, Five Nights at Freddy's was a box office hit upon its release in October 2023. Though the film wasn't critically praised, it earned enough of a fan base to merit a sequel, which is in development according to the film star, Josh Hutcherson, but has no release date yet. Although the Five Nights at Freddy's movies are based on video games, there is really no telling where the sequel might go. The first movie definitely had the basic workings of the Five Nights at Freddy's video games, but it did not align perfectly with the original 2014 game. For example, more emphasis was put on the main character, Mike, and his tragic backstory with his kidnapped younger brother. In this way, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 can go just about anywhere, and there are only a few small hints as to what it may look like. Five Nights at Freddy's Springtrap tease sets up a scarier villain for the sequel. One significant detail already revealed is Five Nights at Freddy's new villain. At the end of Five Nights at Freddy's, when William Afton finally reveals himself as the movie's main villain, he appears in a suit known as Springtrap. The animatronic is a tall and intimidating yellow bunny who is in charge of the other animatronics at Freddy Fazbear's. Ultimately, Abby defeats Afton by turning Freddy and the other animatronics against him, leading Mr. Cupcake to bite the suit and cause the spring locks to activate and pin Afton inside the suit. Though Springtrap technically still has Afton inside, his possession of the animatronic makes him an entirely new villain. His capabilities will be both lessened and increased, as he can no longer be part of human life, but can go beyond the planes of reality. In the end, Five Nights at Freddy's Springtrap tease shows off a worse villain than Afton. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 changing locations could increase the horror. Golden Freddy sitting next to a smiling Abby in Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Another way Five Nights at Freddy's 2 could increase the scares is by changing location. This is a definite possibility since the Five Nights at Freddy's games include various locations, and the second game takes place at a different Freddy Fazbear's than the first game. If Five Nights at Freddy's 2 changes up the location, this could be another way to raise the stakes of the film. With a bigger and badder villain and a spookier, more unfamiliar location, the movie could make audiences even more frightened of what is to come.